Hello! Hello, y'all. How's it going? It is Monday. It is August 3rd, and tonight I'm gonna finish the Shadow campaign. Last week we started the second episode of we started the second episode here. You can see when we go to the menu as we load in. You can see you look at single player. We look at episode select. We're like 68. Wow, if only. We're about 68% of the way through the Shadow episode, meaning that we're in a good range where we can get through it tonight. We're definitely going to finish it tonight. I do think. I do reckon we beat a little bit over half the levels, and there's not that many of them remaining. Actually, there's like 3, 4. Hang on, let me see. Do I have that shadow guide that I was looking at last time that had the list of I should really have kept that page open. Let me search. Sonic 06 guide. Anyway, walkthrough. So last time we got through, like, I don't know, how many levels did we get through? We got through like 5 of the major ones, plus 1 repeat randomly, or 1 Rouge level randomly that was stuck in there for some reason. Where the hell was that, hard to remember, like, where we were looking at. I should really get this up before the stream starts. The hell guide I was using. It was not true achievements, I don't think. What the hell was it? Why the hell doesn't appear on the same... yeah. I'll find it. I'll look through history real fast, eventually. So we beat, like, 5, 6 levels. I think there's, like, 3 to 4 left, plus 2 town missions that, who knows how long they are. I will say, so far, the Shadow campaign has been a little bit more benign. I think, on the whole, it has not been as bad as the Sonic campaign. I think that it has been a little bit nicer in some ways. It hasn't had the run real fast parts. Instead, it's had a bunch of vehicle stuff that has been a little bit less annoying, generally. Search guide through my history. Strategy wiki, I guess, maybe. Yeah, it looks, no, that's not it. I'll find it. Yeah, give me a second more. I think overall, so far, it's been a fair bit more benign than previous, the Sonic parts. And, part of that is the fact that the vehicle stuff is a little bit less jank than the, running real fast stuff. And the other part of that is that, well, actually, some of the levels are just literally recycled. Like, half the levels, I feel like I know that we've seen before, literally same layout and everything. So, like, if I remember when I did Sonic campaign a few months ago, I can remember how to do it. If I search for Sonic and then look where the websites I looked at on Monday, that'll tell me. Was it true achievements? No, that's a completely different page. What the hell? What the hell is this? If I search for Sonic, that should give me everything I visited on last Monday. That should be so funny. Good. Weird. Was it it wasn't Tuesday. Metacritic, hard to, yeah, I don't know where the fuck, I should have saved that page that I was on, god damn it. One second, I'm gonna Google real good right now, and then we're going to start, quick break while I do that. Alright, I got that guide up. It was, true achievements, I guess. I should make note of this and have it ready beforehand. Next time, we'll remember. That's gonna be ages from now because, like I said, we're going to beat this tonight. We're in range, and also next week around this time, I'm going to be at Cedar Point this time next week. So we gotta finish it tonight, and you know, be justified in stepping away from Sonic 06 for a bit. And by finishing this campaign, I think I will have earned a break. And then also, I'll be out of town, so, you know, won't have the Xbox 360 right here at that point. Let's do it. So, where we left off, we went into Aquatic base. We can watch the cutscenes again, that's fine. But basically, we beat Silver, and then there were a number of cutscenes where Silver used the Chaos Control too, and we ended up teleported to Aquatic Base, which is where we'll have a bit of a level. Our next level, you know.
With the Chaos Emerald's power, I control time and space. You can't break free.
He's going to say, I have a... we saw this last time, but...
It all depends on me. Can't lose. Not when I'm so close.
Say your next line. Come on. Okay. They use Chaos Control really slowly, and then that opens a gate to the past, apparently.
You induced Chaos Control.
I won't let anyone get in my way. I'll change the past and save the world.
Apparently he meant to do that. What was his goal in coming here? How did he know? Did he know that, like, doing a double Chaos Control would let them travel to the past?
What are you talking about?
No one seems to know what's going on or why.
It seems we must see what took place 10 years ago.
I don't know what's going on, really, myself, having beaten Sonic's campaign and Shadows. I have no idea why the game expects me to... Maybe it doesn't. Maybe he's just saying cool things, and if you get it, fine. If you don't, it's like Shadows ahead of he's ahead of the plot. He knows. He's figured things out, I guess.
No, the level's not dropping. A spatial meltdown is inevitable.
The hell is that anyway?
It's too late. We've got to take shelter. Why so loud? Why do you refuse to listen to my voice?
So that old man's the daddy of the princess, so I guess he's the king. Solaris is the god and lives inside a... Was that a spear? Oh no, Solaris got free 10 years ago. That's bad. It wasn't our fault. We were not involved, so it's not because of our time travel. But... the king is dead.
Is that?
Oh, it's like a ball.
It's Iblis.
And the Black Shadow is the original Mephiles.
That's Mephiles?
What? Oh, the goo.
They're escaping.
We'll have to split up. I'll pursue Mephiles.
Okay, then leave Iblis to me.
Okay, so this was good insofar as we now remembered that we were chasing Mephiles.
Seal it with this.
Also, we sealed it inside the key that later Rouge stole, and for some reason, and then because we were fighting with Eggman, Mephiles got loose through that. This game has a plot. We can ignore most of it, I think. We're following Mephiles. Oh, the load screen would have just told us, follow Mephiles. We didn't have to watch that cutscene to know what was going on. It's just a good idea. Okay.
Mephiles, I won't let
Now
you
we're in the
escape.
actual level. That was warm-up cutscenes. Let's start here. You know, it's Aquatic Base. Mission 6, apparently. sixth level of Shadow Campaign, not including the one Rouge level that they threw in for fun. And they don't count towards that numbering. I think that they're numbered in like a main menu. Let's remember how Shadow works. Shadow is very similar to Sonic, except that when he hits a target, you can hit the X button to do like additional follow-up attacks. The timing is weird, and if the enemy just dies, there's no need to do that. It's like later than you'd think it would be. It's like you hit, and then you like a second later you hit the button. I have lost all the timing in the last week. He can also shoot lightning like Miles Morales. I don't know why, I don't know when he got the ability to shoot lightning, but he can do. So okay, why not? Yeah, there we go. We did like a bunch of quick kicks there. We also might run into Omega, who can punch real good, and we also might run into Rouge, who has bomb attack and also moves a little bit like Knuckles the Echidna, but you know, with a bomb attack, which is okay. It's not the best in the world. It's better than Tails is, though. I wonder, like, have we seen all the playable characters now? Silver doesn't have like friends. Silver doesn't have friends. That's maybe rude to say about him, but I don't think he has like an additional 2 characters who can appear and be like, oh, I'm the other Knuckles Ipsy. Maybe Epsilon will show up again. No, he'd be a Sonic Ipsy. Maybe Chompy the Vector the Crocodile. That's his name. Maybe Vector will show up again. Maybe Vector will show up again, and then he can be Silver's friend. I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. I don't know what the deal will be with that campaign. Maybe just like Sonic and Shadow will appear a bunch. Shadow did appear, and Silver did appear within the other 2 campaigns, so maybe just like Silver is just more reliant on everyone else's friends. Also, here's a bike for us. Again, the big gimmick. I'll say the big gimmick of like what the fuck? This is the way back where we came. The big gimmick of Shadow's campaign is he has these like vehicles that he can drive around with for no reason. He's a cool guy, you know. He's a driver, I guess. I don't know why he would want to drive when he can just, you know, run faster than any car as a magic hedgehog. Magic hedgehog? A magic hedgehog? And you know, I'll say I do think that these cars are low-key okay, but these vehicles, but shooting with them is not that okay. It definitely feels like you know, this is probably one of the worst ways to target things in a video game. Just like, yeah, I have to slowly turn my car around to line it up with whatever I want to shoot at. It's a little bit squirrely, and
there should be a switch somewhere.
A little bit squirrely and not terribly reliable, I would say. Where the hell is this fucking switch? Is this a case where I need to like roll under the door or something? No. That's been a thing in some of the other Sonic games, like, you know, the best one, Sonic Adventure 2. By the way, let me say, if you don't know this game, this is Sonic 06. It's not very good. It's a bad game, and I've never played it before. Never beaten it anyway. I have beaten Sonic episode and half of this episode so far, the Shadow episode. But you know, it is rough. It is janky. It is ill-conceived in a lot of ways. I'm sure a lot of that just comes from, like, you know, literally it was made in the first year of the Xbox 360, very, very early to, you know, that first HD generation. But I will also note in general, Sonic had been on a downswing for a while. Sonic had been on a downswing for a while up to that point. Where the fuck is this fucking... Let me see what it says here. The guide has no advice for this because the guide seems to be written in a way that assumes Silver campaign first, which is very weird considering that, like, what? No, they're in... Shadow is the second one in the menu, so, I don't know why they did it that way. They shouldn't have done, I think. Where the hell is this fucking thing? Where the fuck is the thing I'm supposed to interact with to make the level go forward? Also, you could stand on this Mercury? Okay. Thought this was Death Water. That reflection, I'll say this reflection looks pretty good. These reflections look nice for year one of Xbox 360. That's not bad. I think they did a good job with that. I think that part of this game does look nice. I'll say nice things about this game on occasion, if I feel like it, if it deserves it, if it feels right. I don't know. Maybe I have to shoot through a wall or something, shoot through a door. It does look like there's a crack in that door that you can go under. That you should be able to go under, but I don't think that's the case. This wall is nothing. Am I supposed to kill some more enemies and that'll, like, make the cage open? Are there more enemies? I don't see any more. Oh. There's that guy. Okay, just random enemy that's only there half the time. You gotta kill him. Okay.
There must be a switch for the door ahead. Leave this up.
Oh boy. So we played with Silver before, back in Sonic campaign. So I vaguely remember how to do him. Fuck. Great. I remember.
Mephiles, I won't let
Whoa!
you. Looks like your science was advanced.
You kidding here? You think you'd put it at the checkpoint at where you just started the Silver stuff? What the fuck? What the fuck is? Why? Bad game. That explains a lot of things. Hey, this is a bad game. They didn't know what they were doing, and they made a bad one. It's worth noting that, like, Shadow the Hedgehog before this was also stinky. Was also not very good. Also worth noting that before that, Sonic Heroes was, like, just sort of mid at best. I'll say I don't think Sonic Heroes was bad. It was just kind of boring. And, you know, I think that's, not exactly a series-ending thing, but, you know, it's just gets old really fast and just gets samey really fast. I guess, you know, they wanted more variety in these games, more variety in mission stuff, more variety in, like, gameplay. And, sadly, none of that variety is good. So it ends up being, a bit of a waste. cool that you can't see the cage unless you're really close on it. I'm sure that's a technical limitation. Draw distance, all that. Alright, worm. I'll say I got a good amount of sleep last night. I'm ostensibly well rested. I got like hours and hours, way more than I usually do. But I still feel a little bit tired, a little bit sniffly. I don't know if it's just allergy season or what, but I was just constantly all stuffed up this morning, and that takes it out of you, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it's like you know, a cold or something. It's hard to say. What? Shit! Fuck this. Lost 2 lives, and just gonna put me back where I fucking started. Ah! Really, the parts of this game where I play as Silver have not made a great impression. It seems like that, you know, it sort of works via, his hover sort of works via a meter that you can see on the lower right corner. You can see that little meter that says, like, oh, you know, it's draining as you're using it. Which is good in theory, but it means that, like, before you hover again, you gotta wait for it to recharge. And unlike, say, you know, a reasonable double jump ability, it doesn't recharge when you hit the ground. You know, it's like if you were playing as Dixie Kong and all of a sudden, like, oh, you just drop out the air because you didn't rest enough in between uses. That doesn't make sense. You know, if it has to have a timer, let it be like a, you know, you use it mid-jump, and you can run out mid-jump. You know, like say, let's say Tiny Kong in DK64. Good example of that. It's a hell of a thing when we're talking DK64 comes up as a good example, but relative to, you know, that is a good example, and that is a good game, and it's orders of magnitude better than this one. And in that, when you run out of hover, it's animation-based, rather than, like, some stupid fucking meter that you have to keep an eye on. And wait for the juice. And you can use up that juice in multiple ways. You can use it by, like, trying to attack enemies. At which point, yeah, no, you just gotta stop. Against the spirit of Sonic. Go fast. Let's go slow. Fuck. Now we have 5 lives back. That's good. Worth like a tiny load. This is off to a great start tonight. I think we've accomplished exactly 0, and you know, I'll say it's good, therefore, that we only have, like, fucking... I think it's good that we only have 3 levels to do. Should make for a, make it, relatively doable, relatively easy. But, this game, you know, it's never that simple, is it? Don't think it's ever really that simple. Man, I wish we were playing more as Rouge. That was alright, playing as Rouge. Very silly that you can't,
There must be a switch for the door ahead.
Okay. Let's use our Silver. Just said no. Why did you say no, Shadow? Oh, that was Silver saying no, I think. I am fully recharged. Wait, I think that's not enough height. Okay, very careful now. He has telekinesis, and it feels like shit to use. It's like the opposite of control. You know how in control, you pick stuff up, like, automatically? You know, just by hitting the button, basically? In this case, I'm hitting the button. Fuck all happens. Oh, it's right trigger. Okay. It's not actually that dissimilar to control. You just have to know what button to use. And also, you can hit yourself with your own crap if, you know, the enemies are lined up in just the wrong fucking way. Great. Very cool. Weird that you can use... I think they would just do like a telekinetic push or something, but... Never. I think that is Shadow. I think he is falling to his death, like following along with us, and he's just not suited for this section, so just struggling a little bit because he can't fly like we can, like Silver can. Yeah, though, it's quite silly how many times we're saying no. Just, you know, you don't have to follow. We'll play as you later. I don't think Rouge was saying no that often as she was following you till the earlier on. There's the switch.
Silver, let's split up and chase our own targets.
I thought we were doing that earlier. Oh, jeez. Okay. Tell me this is foolproof. Tell me we just bounce on these guys. That big boy. Okay. We have not saved in like... Okay, good. Took us 5 minutes to get to this point, so... A 5-minute segment. Very, Okay! Progress! Progress has been made. This level is coming along. I think we now are just down to stuff we're replaying as our boy Shadow. Oh man, when we have to go back and do a whole campaign as Silver, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck, isn't it? It's so going to suck. It's going to be bad as hell. I am not looking forward to that, but I will say, like I was saying earlier, you know, next week I'm going on vacation, and then the way I like to do this so far is to split this up with another, you know, after we finish this episode, we'll go do another game. And specifically, I got, the plan is for, this is the wrong way. But, little gap! Fuck you! Camera. I probably could have turned the camera mid, filming shit. But, you know, I don't know. The A button, that's what I was using to home, and that's also the stick I would, how I would manipulate the stick. Whatever, okay, let's kill these guys. It'll be a while until Shadow Campaign, and before that, I'm going to do a playthrough of Titanfall 2 as a reward for, because I want to play a good game for a change. Not a good game, not a, you know, I'll say DK64 was good in between Sonic Campaign and Shadow Campaign, but I want to play a fantastic game. I want to play a top-tier game, and I'll admit, you know, as personal and as many times as I've warmed up a lot on DK64, but it is not one of the best platformers. It's like a solid 4 out of 5, you know. It's great. It's pretty solid. I think like I appreciate it more and more. Like the more relaxed and casual I treat it, and the less like, you know. Cool. Switch right there. What is going on here? Put a 1-up. Very nice. Okay, I can't jump that. Do I go down here? Yeah, probably this switch. Maybe this switch? Okay. I can go around this perimeter a bit, but, like, oh, hang on. What about that way? What about that door? Not sure I can get, heck. No, I can't get up there. It's too high. This deja vu. This is another room where we need to kill all the guys, and that'll unlock a spring. Maybe this is like Sonic's version of this room.
There should be a switch somewhere.
Or it's a switch, not a, this time the, maybe this time that thing is actually controlled by a switch, rather than a, or maybe we're just heading into the next area, and, we don't have to worry about that. That would be nice. That would be nice. I do remember back in Sonic's campaign, there was a part of this level where he played as Shadow, so maybe... Do I need to, like, slide under these or something? Can I slide under these? Looks like I can. How much physics? How many physics? Oh, did the door open? I thought I heard a door opening. There it goes. I don't know what I was hearing earlier, because the door wasn't open. Ha! That, okay. You didn't need to say that, Shadow. That didn't need to have a subtitle to it. Dialogue. This corridor is full of inconvenient bullshit. Like, I'm Shadow. I'm supposed to be going fast. And yet, this corridor is just full of physics. Just physics. Just full of physics. The door tried to crush me randomly with physics. What happens if you get crushed by them? Does the window just break? Does it push you one way or the other? Great corridor. I'm glad it's over. The game is slow because there's so much physics happening. It doesn't know how to deal. You'll get rid of every last one. I hope he wasn't serious about that. I would just like to go to this door. That's his way of saying, you gotta kill everything here. You can't just leave yet. You have to, like, home into all these balls or something. That kind of sounds like door opening noise, but not. Okay, say that again, Shadow. I guess you just have to kill the balls. Oh wait, there's a door over there. I'm gonna go this way.
I can't let down my guard.
I'm going to go this way. And kill this guy. And slowly and steadily, this guy as well. Can I just leave this guy? I would like to keep going. Hard to use the camera. Hard to know. Okay, I'm 0 rings, so I gotta be careful about this shit. There we go. We got a couple more hits there. That's what we're supposed to be doing. It is X to use the extra hits. It's not the same homing button, right? Wait, it is the homing button. Shit. I thought it was, you know, the attack button. That would have made a lot more sense, but now I'm able to do the thing again. Okay, right. It was A to do combo attack, not A, X, 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 X. Okay. I can use power myself up mode. Doesn't seem to be making much difference, but whatever. Yeah, that went pretty fast. That's the end of the level. All right, you know, after that first, after we got past that first silver room, honestly, was the big problem. After we got past that, it was pretty smooth sailing, and, whew. Yeah, good shit. I think there's no bosses until, like, the end of, until, like, the very end. So, like, we are not, going on to a boss fight now. Which, you know, there were, like, 4 of them in the previous, first half of this, campaign, so that'll be nice.
What? Stop.
My name is Mephiles. I still don't understand what Mephiles is. I'll be asking you that question later.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
We don't really know each other.
Shadow, your face, your form, I will remember.
Well, this explains really neatly why Mephiles appeared later and was like, Shadow, you bastard, I know you. And Shadow's like, I don't know you. And, sort of the reverse here, where we're like, I know you. But he's like, what? Because we haven't met him yet. We meet him in the future after this key gets released. He's going to copy my form later. Maybe I should hide this in a place where it's not going to, like, go exactly where it went in the original timeline. It seems like basically we just ensured that the original timeline would happen exactly as it was in the original.
You do it?
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
And you?
Oh, Silver
Yes.
also gets some princess
The flames are
carrying?
properly sealed.
I
It's
guess,
done.
don't hand us the lady. Don't hand us the lady. We're not... That is one of Sonic's gimmicks, is that he gets the princess carry the princess, and he gets a right trigger ability based on the princess he's carrying. Well, he only had one princess. I will say, I think it would have been funny if Sonic had princess carried, like, 3 different girls. Like, you know, he gets to walk on water, Jesus style, with
Yes.
Elise.
I already know
If
what
he's
becomes of
princess
it in the
carrying
future.
Amy, I guess Hammer. She can use her hammer
Return.
to, like, do a big jump or something.
Yes, of course.
And then, who would be the third? Rouge the Bat? Throw
Chaos
bombs or something?
control.
I could see that. Someone's definitely, someone must, you know, Sonic people have, well, that's baby Elise. You probably can't use her powers as a baby. This isn't like Yoshi's Island. You need to have the full-grown Elise to use the, Jesus powers. Coincidentally, we learned through the Sonic portion that Jesus could walk on quicksand as well, if Elise is any indication.
You're back sooner than I expected.
We're back to town.
Oh,
hello.
Nathan's still in pursuit of Mephiles.
Over there?
So, where's the kid? What did you find 10 years ago?
What are you
I need
talking
access
about?
to UN's
Where's the
database.
kid? Did you expect us to bring
Find out what materials
Elise,
the
young
Secret
Elise, back to the
Darkness is made
future?
from.
Sure.
The
But
fuck
you
is
haven't
she?
answered my question yet.
Okay.
I found the means to seal Mephiles.
I suppose it's quite possible that, like, this might be a lost in translation thing. In addition to being a bad story, maybe lines of dialogue here just are nonsense because they translated it poorly and then had to improvise, or, you know, didn't even know that it was translated poorly. Didn't even realize it made no sense. I don't know. Does this make sense in Japanese? Do they have voice actors? I feel like, wasn't Sonic always speaking English, like in Sonic Adventure and all that?
Respond. The location of the Scepter of Darkness is unknown, but there is an archaeologist who's researching it. If you find the archaeologist, you might get more information.
Hey, did you notice we're back to town now? We're back to town, and we're doing a town mission, I think, where we save the archaeologist. Yes, I just looked at the guide real fast just to confirm what we're doing next. This next part is called Town Mission 14, Save the Archaeologist. Great. I saw the character design a little bit from the distance there. That's normal. Nothing wrong with that. You know, is this Shadow's Elise? Could he Princess carry this one and get some sort of archaeological power? I guess that'd be digging. Shit, Knuckles already has that power. Probably not. Nothing wrong with that design. Nothing wrong with that. Fairly, for the time, those were, that model is fairly well done. And is, you know... Oh, geez, it's an escort mission. For the time, you know, it's like Lara Croft was like the height of a sexy lady, you know? At the time. He is taller than Shadow the Hedgehog. Shit, that makes me think of the last episode of 100 Girlfriends, which, you know, had tall. It's not really a spoiler. The first episode, sort of, you know, he's in the OP. In other places, there's a tall girlfriend now, and that makes you think. You know, is Shadow into that? I guess Sonic's into that. Is there chemistry between Sonic and Elise? That's the thing, maybe, to ask about that particular relationship. Cool. When Black Flame lights the candle of darkness and priest players are answered, the Dark Seal will be no more and shall emerge the power. Candles are everywhere, so I have no idea where to find it. What is that? Speaking of Black Flame, can you generate light? What? I think that's it. I think we did it, actually. I think that's the whole town mission. Great. Okay. There's been some town missions that were more of a convenience, more of an inconvenience, but, yeah. I do think that NPC is a fairly cute, good outfit. I don't know. Those shorts are shorts. The top is a little bit, you know, exposed, a little bit open. Not bad. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Are we done? I think that might be it. Let me see. Let me see what the guide says. I think we're doing some sort of, like... Yeah, I got a haircut, that's true. We're doing some sort of, we have to find some sort of something. Let me see what it says. Let me just look. Southwest corner of town is a fountain with some short pillars around it. Okay, so southwest corner. How the hell would you know? Oh, wait, no. The camera does not. So southwest would be... or eat soggy waffles. Would be, let's see. That way. The way that my character is pointing. So towards that bit over there. Okay, southwest corner. So that would be here. And, these are apparently torches. Okay. That's what they were saying, is that you have to use the, jump and, lightning attack to light those torches. Also, this is lightning. That's different from,
Now I can finally stop Mephiles.
Thanks. How did that end up there? I thought we dropped it earlier.
E123 Omega has engaged Mephiles. Head to the Wave Ocean. Head to Wave Ocean. Agent Shadow. E123 Omega has engaged Mephiles. Head to Wave Ocean immediately.
Okay, we'll head to Wave Ocean immediately. Where the fuck is Wave Ocean? The voice clip wasn't cut at all, so you can hear him mess up his first take before saying it properly. The guide even notes that that is a thing. That is in there. What the fuck? That wasn't a glitch. That's just how it is. That's just... They forgot to edit that voice line. Have you ever seen that in a video game before? Just a voice line they forgot to edit? Weird. Weird. Very weird. Oh, that's the first level. That was the first level where, Sonic did, so it's behind the, ring dash where the rings were earlier in Sonic's campaign. I vaguely remember that. That was a while ago. I think it was, like, around here somewhere. Oh. Anyway, there it is. I guess that's town stuff, so... Isn't that it? Thought that was it. A spring will be waiting for you. Okay, spring right here. Don't have my mouse, but I could just use the Steam controller to moderate. I just got an achievement? What? Oh. Oh, no, it's probably just telling me I need to update my shit. My Steam controller.
Mephiles. What could he...
Alright, it's time for the next level, Wave Ocean. We're in Wave Ocean now. That was a real short, town bit. And, we're right back to flying and shit now. Cool. Good. That's good. That's good. I'm happy to be. I'm happy. I don't know what to say. I could land there. You actually fly right through the ground if you try. Let's do this. Another level. There's not that many of them left. I am glad that that town mission was short as hell. Really a nothing of consequence, pretty much. People don't talk as much about the other humans of Sonic 06. You know, they talk about Elise, but, and maybe, you know, if they're talking about a second one, they talk about Luppy Luppy. But there's a bunch of weird people just running around, you know, with, like, side quests or whatever that they want done. And, ideally, we could ignore all that and just, have a good time. Where are you flying, Shadow? Are you flying to that island there? Why? Where are we going? We're providing backup for E123 Omega. Was he or always E123? Maybe that's like the new Omega. Load screens, huh? A good time to relax, you know, during load screen. I don't have to play the game. This is gonna be our first Omega level. Cool. The boss fight with Mephiles as Omega wasn't bad, but so far, I'll say, I don't feel like this punch is especially good. Like, the fact is, if you run a little bit too far, you'll end up just getting hit while you're trying to punch enemies. You know, you sort of have to get into range and then avoid getting too close. It's a little silly. It's a little weird. Definitely worked better when it was just Mephiles and not giant enemies with giant hitboxes. I don't know. He should have a gun. I'll say again, I think he should have a gun. I know that there's already a lot of characters in this game with guns, but I think if anyone should have a gun or a melee weapon, it's Omega. Melee has never been terribly good in Sonic, and other than stuff like homing attack where it's like automatic, foolproof, etc., etc. And like this is one of the least foolproof. How was I to see that coming? This is one of the least foolproof attacks that there's ever been. Let's do this. Yeah. At the very least, this level isn't too terrible. You know, I think this is just like the penultimate level. So, like, we're getting down to it. This is, I think we're doing good. I think this is going nice.
Welcome, Omega. It won't take much for me to do. Okay.
Who is saying that? Who is saying welcome, Omega? Was that Mephiles? Who did that? Big worm. I'm going to avoid. I assume I need to go past these rocks. And now we gotta kill these enemies guarding the cage. They're looking the wrong way. That's not how you guard a cage. Come on, guys. You should look at the cage that you're protecting. If that's, like, what you're doing. You're supposed to be doing. It's fine, don't worry about it. I don't mind. I'm fine, you know? Let's just keep going. If you guys are quick to kill, that's good, all the better. I don't want to play this level for too much longer. Honestly, I'm ready to end the game. End this part. I do think so far, you know, low-key, Silver so far was the worst part of this campaign, of this episode, of this stream. So, like, low-key, fairly worried about, like, when Silver's campaign comes. That's gonna be booty. That's going to be probably the worst part, right? It's gotta be the worst part of this game. But, you know, I don't have to worry about that for a while, so how about I just relax and let's just, you know, finish this. What are we doing? There's the gate where the whale got out. It's still open from when, Sonic opened it, or Tails opened it, or whoever opened it. I probably just have to kill these enemies. Or go up through here. Hidden door. No, this is definitely where we came. I don't know why in this game you can't do like a spin attack, you know? You can't, roll up into a ball and get like a big boost of speed. Like, that's such an iconic Sonic move, and it's not here, so your only choice when you're just starting running is to just run at a very slow speed. What? Where was that? Okay. I think that the homing attack move, the superpower made my homing attack chain to the next person in line, which was actually kind of low-key inconvenient in that case because it put me right over the water, and also there wasn't like another person to kill. Can I just jump over there? Worth trying. No, there's an invisible wall. You have to beat all these guys. I would have liked to have tried. Okay, here we go. What was the deal? Oh, I homing attacked. This was not an enemy. This was the hovercraft. So when I homing attacked it, it just went to the enemy instead. Which makes sense then. I can make... Physics. I can make things fall down, and then we have to deal with the physics, just slowing the game down dramatically. A lot of lag as physics happens. I would prefer to engage with as little of the physics as possible, but it kind of does look like here we're supposed to physics these enemies. Nope, just start to fly past them. It's cool, it's good, okay. Fuck the physics. No more physics for us. We're good, okay. Alright, level. That was fine. Annoying, but like not bad at all. Not terrible.
Stay focused.
C, that would be the rank I would give this level. C. Almost okay. Basically okay. Over before we knew it. I believe there might be some cutscenes or something next. I don't think we're fighting Mephiles right now. But there might be some cutscenes, and then we'll do some more town stuff. And I think there's just one last level, and we're done. This is going fast, and I am happy about that. Probably could have done some more of the stuff we did last week this week.
This only proves you were created
like
to
the last
stop
level
Shadow, the
and the
ultimate
silver
life
boss fight. Both of those
tell
things
me
probably
you know.
we could have waited until this week and still had a
You
nice
may have
quick
been
stream.
Programmed by humanity, but what you did to Shadow in the future, that was your...
What? You can't hear the gunfire. It's so low. Rushed out the door. I'll say it is worth noting that, you know, this is a very there is a lot of models and levels in this game.
What just happened?
And if
Shadow.
I guess I will say I understand that all that stuff is very hard to do. It probably was a lot of work. And even if they didn't quite get it where it needed to go, you understand that this shit is this hard.
The future is me.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? How do you know this? Why would you? We're going to change the future. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
It's so unfair.
What?
Shadow's always here to defend the world.
Okay.
Despite that,
Eventually, when something or someone is seen as too powerful,
So why didn't they see Sonic that way?
and then the world becomes its enemy.
That's really stupid.
Shadow,
That's really stupid.
even if you believe everyone in the world will be against you, know that I'll always remain by your side. Remember that.
Okay. God, so unfair.
I will.
But I will always remember that my friend will be bruised to bad. Sure, okay, so we're gonna get really powerful. And because of that, keep in mind that in previous games, it's been established that the President of the United States is a big fan of Shadow. He loves Shadow. He has a picture of Sonic and Shadow on his desk. And you're telling me in a few years' time, Shadow is going to be like national enemy #1 for no reason? He was like, you know, part of an alien invasion. He was like, the alien said like, yo, we're here for our boy Shadow. Oh, by the way, we're on town mission 15 now, apparently. Okay, cool. The aliens are invading. I guess, you know, hey, maybe, you know, different politicians come into power, and they don't like Shadow that much because, oh no, maybe he did something bad. Maybe he, I don't think people just turn on things just because they're powerful. You'd have to do some sort of atrocity. And then even then, it'd be pretty slow. We've seen... Are we projecting the Archaeologist again? Are you... Hello, what are you doing here? No, you're not the Archaeologist. But you also can't run away. And my camera can't go behind you so as to show your face. This is not how you flee. You should run away better. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I believe in you. I kill her. No, you can't. No friendly fire. No friendly fire here. I guess if Shadow was to do this, you know, I could see how people would turn against Shadow. But, like, you know, in reality, there's multiple states that have been out there doing genocide, and it took a while for, like, you know, people to come around to, like, oh wait, they're bad, and we shouldn't support them. And hey, we mean that. We really do. Took like 80, 90 years. Unless Shadow is, like, immortal, he doesn't have to deal with that, and also he's not doing a genocide, so, you know, it shouldn't be that bad. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Who the fuck is that? Thai guy. Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing? Some dude. Human NPCs. Save. That guy's knocking boxes around. Dude, this guy's really strong. Look at him. He's as he flees, he's moving these boxes around. Boxes, well, I guess they're just wood, but they're huge. They're bigger than people are. A box that size probably is pretty heavy, even if the physics makes it look like... I mean, maybe they're plywood, considering how quick they're breaking apart. but like even plywood is pretty heavy. Like, you ever try to like get IKEA furniture into an apartment up a stairs? Like, that shit, you know, it's just a small box, but it's heavy. It's a bit of you know, takes some real strength. Not as trivial as you might believe. This guy has a top hat and is running directly at the bad guys. Hey, dipshit, what are you doing? Running directly at the flying fucker. That is what it looks like. I think that you're correct, Shadow. We need to wipe him out. I mean, I'll say Shadow has never had good PR. Shadow has never had good PR. He's always been like, you know, he's a bit edgy. I don't think it's like on the level. I mean, I think Shadow is sort of like pitching himself as a villain, generally, despite saving the world most of the time. But like, he's not as bad at it, as not as like villainous as say like Katsuki Bakugo, you know. He doesn't have like that. He's not yelling at civilians as often as he should be, you know. He's not doing anything that would make him not be able to rank very high on the Billboard chart of top heroes if Sonic's universe had such a thing. Do you think there's a list of all the top, like, anthropomorphic animals that save people's lives? If there are, you know, honestly, I think Shadow would be pretty high on it. I mean, he's a hedgehog. Hedgehogs kind of are just like the default, like, best boys of the, like, the Sonic universe. The main characters, if you would. I think he would rank pretty damn highly. And, you know, some people like his coolness, you know. Despite Katsuki Bakugo in the anime and the show being like a real hot rod for, like, you know, a lightning rod for criticism and bad press, in reality, in the actual polling, he's #1. And has been for years as far as, like, My Hero Academia characters regular people love. People love the edgy fuckers, and I don't know necessarily how that would work with real life if this was real, and we were actually talking about like, okay, well, did Shadow get canceled in this world? Did Shadow get canceled? Is that his fate to get canceled in the future? But I think we did it. I don't know. I guess Bakugo, I guess that's his issue. He's just constantly involved with controversy. Bakugo gets canceled, yeah, that makes sense. But like in a way where it's just like he's angry. Not like he's racist or problematic or anything. Or like creeping on young girls, you know. And I believe that Shadow would never go to Epstein Island. I believe that. I believe he's, you know, I don't know, he's really interested in ladies. Has Shadow ever had a lady friend in like, I guess Rouge. But like, I don't think he's ever been like sexually interested in Rouge. I feel like he's not. That's not his thing. He's too edgy. He's too. It's his gimmick. It's his bit. Needs better PR, I guess. I don't know. That'll prevent him from being imprisoned in the future. I think we did it. And now we are heading for the desert for the last, is this really the last of the chapter? Yeah, this is the last mission, the desert level. Okay, shit. This has gone really fast. I should have saved more for this time. It's hard to know how much to save. It's hard to know, like, how far we should do in a stream when I haven't played the game. Makes it harder to estimate, like, okay, Am I leaving 3 hours of content or 2 hours of content? Seems like in this case we might have left 2. But you know what? Nice short stream. This being a nice short stream, I don't mind that. I got vacation to plan. I got things to do. I need to use some of my time in the next week to prepare some stuff, to pack, and to prepare things for, like, posting while I'm away. You know, need to do that time. Where the hell's the thing? Let's see it now. Let me see what it says here about the sand situation, the desert. All you have to do is save the civilians. 3 agents look over the desert. They realize Mephiles must be after. What? Okay. Even the mayor is attacked by town hall. Saving him will make him very grateful to have gun agents around. And they'll let you into the desert. Okay, well, I don't know where that is, so... Great. Where is the desert? Let's find it. Yeah, I don't know. This whole plot seems, with Shadow seems like one of the stupider Shadow plots. And it's not like Shadow plots haven't been pretty, you know, stupid before. I mean, Shadow the Hedgehog, that is a game with a dumb plot, where Shadow thinks he's a robot because Sonic has Shadow robots. And that's like literally one of the endings. He's like, beep boop, I am a robot, and I am going to start the robot rebellions now. Here I go. It starts with you, Eggman. And Eggman's like, wait, I was kidding. But it's too late, he is already being killed. I just jump off the water like Jesus? Whatever. Is the entrance over here? Oh wait, the entrance is just over here. Okay. That was a good death. Save! Save! Very important to save! Very important to save! Okay, we saved. Good, okay. Not forgetting to save here. Dusty Desert. Last full-on level, it would seem, of Shadow's campaign. Man, this campaign... It's the least bad of the bunch. Definitely some annoying bits this campaign so far, but for the most part, they've been few and far between, and we haven't had... I think like there was one level where we were gaming, where we had a few game overs.
There's no doubt in my mind.
But otherwise, it's not been that bad. I mean, maybe 1, 2. I think there were 2 game overs last time.
Supposedly, he needs one in order to join with Iblis again.
They're going to fuse.
I will seal him before that.
And I will seal you because you will be a bad guy, I guess. The will of the people. I don't know why Omega cares. If Omega's my friend, why is he sealing me? Why wouldn't it be like Sonic or something? Why is it the evil robot that rebelled from Eggman's service? You know, what does Omega do for a living? How is it that he feels the responsibility to seal up his best friend? Like, leave that to the good guys. You're supposed to be, like, neutral at best. Hovercraft.
It looks like these pillars will lead me to him.
Is that what it looks like? Okay. Now, it's worth remembering, all this sand is probably quick. I think that, we will sink if we jump off our vehicle. So, we can't do that. This is like quick water. It's like water insofar as you'll sink into it off the vehicle. I will not miss the driving. I will say I have been... I think the driving has been a rather whatever part of this campaign so far. It's like fine. Stay up flight or stay upright. It's not been a terrible thing. It hasn't. It's been, I think, one of the less janky gimmicks that a character could have. But, and low-key, sometimes I feel like just the driving around is less jank than the running around. But, like, suffice to say, I won't miss it. I won't miss it. What the fuck? I will prefer just to be running and jumping more, I guess. I mean, no. I'll be running and jumping as Silver next, who is bad at everything he does. But this is some crap, you know? Why is my vehicle dying? My vehicle dying? I got black smoke. Every time I've been bumping, it's been taking a little bit of damage. Hey, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I no longer have a vehicle. Probably means I can't. Whoop, whoop, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all quicksand. All the sand is just not really there, basically.
It looks like these pillars will lead me to him.
What pillars? I see no pillars. There's literally one pair of pillars, and that's it. Oh wait, the pillars have arrows on them, pointing you in a direction. Oh, fuck me. They're invisible pillars. They only appear when you get close enough to them. That shit. That sucks. Wow. There's just whole areas of this map that are built to fool you if you don't realize, like, what the hell pillars they're talking about. Also, I think I might have to pass through them to, like, raise the next pair. Not sure. Okay, this is annoying, but not terrible. I think I do remember. You know, I'll say I have watched a playthrough of this way back a couple of years ago. Giant Bomb's Blight Club, the original one of those, was of Sonic 06. And, you know, Dan did play through all of this. I remember, wasn't there a level where he did some sort of skip? Where he, like, got through a wall that he was not supposed to? Is that this level? I thought that was during Shadow's campaign, but we haven't seen anything quite so annoying that we would have to clip through a wall. And, you know, I will say this does look like... I think I remember it being some sort of deserty place, so I feel like something annoying, you know, not that it hasn't been annoying already, but something even more annoying might be coming up. So that's fun. That's cool. That's interesting. This is the last level. This is the last level. We can, and the night is young. We have only been going about an hour and a half tops, so... Like, yeah, this is shaped up to be an incredibly quick campaign, or incredibly quick. It's just quicker than the Sonic campaign, I think, all told. Okay, I'll say this looks cool. This is a cool looking area. I love all these crystals. And now we're just generic Egyptian ruins. That was a cool cave to run through. I like that cave's vibes a lot. And now just this is also fun, you know, Egyptian ruins. You got Egyptian ruins. You gotta get some Egyptian ruins. Sonic has had plenty of Egyptian ruins before.
To be careful not to get caught up in this sand wave.
I think the best Egyptian ruins were in Sonic Adventure 2, right? What's wrong with getting caught in the sand wave? Seems like the sand wave might have saved us. Considering that, I imagine if we had, like, explosions. Little bullets at us. Okay, good. Good. Okay, we got another one of these. We gotta have one more. Do you think there's any more Rouge the Bats? Maybe this level is like a big, everyone gets segments. Get a little bit of Rouge, a little bit of this fucker. Again, gotta say, this guy's terrible, and I'm glad we're only gonna see him twice. I hope he's not in Silver's campaign. Find your own friend, Silver. This guy's my buddy. This guy's my friend. He's my robot friend, who is apparently going to seal me, and that's a shame. Did explosions come out of his hands now? No, it's probably the enemies. Oh, he seems to have a... What? He has some sort of, like, laser beam now. Since when did he have a laser beam? And a chargeable, attack. Chargeable seeker missile attack. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to complain that, he can actually kill enemies in this level. Reasonably okay. A good change. A change for the better. Maybe you, like, upgraded or something. Got some magic, chaos powers or something. I don't know. I remember him having laser blast. Okay. Is it being guarded by those enemies? It's like they're all somewhere else on different levels. Oh well, I'll go down and fight them then. Are we done? Feel like we might be done. I don't see no one anymore. Oh, no, yes, there they are. Ugh. I'm rather sleepy lately. I don't know. Need to just sleep more regularly. And also just have a more stable, wake-up time, I guess. It's hard to get stuff done when you're tired all the time. If that makes sense. Still, sleep is good. It's good to sleep, and, you know, probably just the thing is very true is that I probably just don't sleep enough in general. You know, I definitely have had a couple of, like, you know, it wasn't that long ago that, like, a 5-hour night of sleep was like, yeah, that's about the best I get. Usually, like, that's a good night, and, should probably be shooting for more. 6 hours as, like, the least that I get, rather than, like, 4 or 5. Also just a matter of, like, I need to be more willing to just put stuff up to the next day, you know, and not just have ideas. Not A, have ideas at midnight and then want to do them, and B, like, you know, instead try to do them in the morning. And also, like, if I haven't watched something by the end of the night, I can just watch it in the morning. I don't have to, like, you know, just push. I feel like I'm constantly just, I'm just constantly just pushing, you know, and going as late as I can do. And even just when I run out of things, still feeling that urge to be like, okay, what else is on? Can I find something to watch right now? Or anything good on, like, YouTube? Any videos that I'm seeing that I'm interested in? I killed all the guys. Did I not? Is it safe to go down there? Maybe not. There's a guy over there. I think that's quicksand death, so I don't want to fall down there. I can't help it, but yeah, good. Looking forward to the next couple days. It'll be nice having some downtime before vacation. Time to pack, time to do any last-minute planning. I should really watch some Cedar Point and Kings Island, like, tutorial videos. Just, I think basically with the time that I have for both parks, I can wing it. Like, just go and do whatever, but I would like to know, just like, okay, like, straight up, what's the ride that I should be running to at Park Open? Is it you know, the RMC? Is it Top Thrill 2? Should I go to the new one first, the brand new coaster? Like, what's the play? What's the strategy? You know, other than that, like, yeah, just go whichever one's closest and just wing it. And it's probably going to be fine. It's probably going to be good. I have plenty of time to, you know, there it is. There's the way forward. I'll have plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. Gonna be a great vacation. Again, I'll say I'm leaving next Sunday, back the Saturday after that, so that's gonna be good. That's going to be a good time, and it was very important that we were able to clear this this part of the playthrough before I left. So you know, it was worth playing a little bit more last time just to be safe. Even if it does result in a shorter stream this time, which it seems like it's going to. I say that. I don't know if this level is like super duper long. This level could have bullshit aplenty. We could even game over possibly if this was shitty enough. I'll say I really appreciate this campaign. Hasn't had that many like end of level, oh fuck you, check this out, really hard segments that kill your dumb ass and make you regret choosing to play this game. I'll say, by the way, for the record, this whole playthrough has been part of a, you know, it was promised as part of a sub-goal, birthday sub-goal, that, I'll be honest, I did not expect to get met, and it's been fun being made to do it. I am obliged to do the whole thing. I am doing the original version that is bad. I understand that there is a revised version that is like a modded version that like fixes a lot of its problems. I wonder how many of these problems you can fix though. Like, you can... I do think you can fix, like, a lot of the physics bullshit. You think, like... But what about the part where, like, levels are constantly, like, copy and paste, repeated? Like, is that something you can fix?
Omega's done it. Let's move on.
Right, Omega's done. Great. Now we gotta play as Shadow again. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, Shadow. Shadow's fine. Did they improve the physics any? They...
No.
Oh, that does damage you if you touch the, stuff. Okay, Shadow's back, or Omega's back because, the checkpoint is not synced to the characters. I really think character swap should count as checkpoint, but what the hell? What do I know? Also, it's very weird, like, if you take a run without, taking a running start, you'll just be dreadfully slow. That, feels fairly fucky. Fairly fucky. It's a fairly fucky feeling game. What? What? Huh?
No.
Who shot me? God damn it. This is going in a troubling direction. We have 3 lives left. That's a good number, but it's going down fast. Seriously. You know, we haven't actually figured out how to do this room, so it's not just a matter of execution. It's also a matter of, like,
Let's move on.
what the hell are we supposed to do here? Okay, I think maybe, first off, we go to this side. Great, great home. Great homing. Right into the torch. Thank you, Shadow. Okay. Oh, okay. Oopsie daisy. Fuck Earth. Okay, that's a thing that you could swing on. Was not clear. Is not obvious. I don't think we've seen this in the whole campaign yet. That thing. Just entirely foreign to this campaign. We've never seen that mechanism in this whole game. Was it in the Sonic campaign? I don't remember. I don't think we've seen that. There were stuff like that in Sonic Adventure 2. You know, the beams that you swung off. But you know what they were? That's different from this game? They were introduced in level 1, rather than the last level. And they were introduced not over a bottomless pit where if you fall off it, you know, well actually I'm not sure that this is actually a bottomless pit. I think this might be, you might be able to walk on this sand, unlike previous sand that would kill you if you looked at it wrong. I feel like this is a weird time to be introducing a mechanic. And by introducing, I mean it's just there, over a pit, and you have to just intuit. Now, or remember the better games that, you know, I mean, I'll say, Sonic, first off, other than introducing it, also Sonic Adventure 2 feels good, so you can trust it, generally. You can't trust this game, generally. No, sir. No, sir. Why is this guy not taking any damage? There we go. I do not trust this game, like, at all. I like these bits, though. I mean, let me be clear. Let me be clear what I mean. I like this room. I like those rooms. They're cool to run through. It's very Sonic. Can I get that one up? Yeah. All right. Oh boy, there's another one up. Get that. Oh, fuck you. Alright, these one-ups are making me very, feel good. They're making me feel better. And there's the ending.
Yes.
Alright! That really wasn't so bad. Must have been, whatever the hell that room that... What the hell was the room that Dan slipped through in when he was doing this game years ago? That must have been in a different level. Maybe it's in Silver's campaign. Maybe whatever it is, we already passed it without even that much effort. In any case, we're at the end. I think we're heading into the final boss of this campaign, who is called Mephiles, apparently. Phase 2. That's a weird way to run. It looked like you were running too slow there, Shadow. It's like skating. He always skates, but, you know, he looks like too slow.
I was expecting you sooner. As you must know, you're already too late.
Okay. You got a Chaos Emerald, did you?
Time for you to change your mind. Join me, Shadow.
We're gonna beat his ass, and then the game's gonna be over. Or at least this part of the game.
The future.
Coincidentally, how long is the is the silver portion?
What?
Let me, while they're talking,
Desire for
let me just
revenge.
look at the
You
true
crave
achievements thing I've been
destruction.
looking at throughout this game.
Your lust is to fuel Iblis until there is nothing left of time itself.
It's a pity, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Let's see. Silver episode.
Truly a shame that you wish to go against me.
Silver episode has, 5 bosses and 8 levels, too. Really? Okay. I think, didn't like, looks like it has more town missions, though.
I'll make sure you regret this, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, definitely more town missions than Silver's side. But like the same amount of bosses and levels. That was a nice load for half a cutscene. Cool. Okay. We'll get some more, I think Silver is going to be, like, slightly longer. And also, like, considering that every time we played Silver, we've hated it. It's been bad. Silver might be the worst, of them, of the campaigns. What are we doing here? Let me see if I can figure this out before just looking at the guide. Also, I did just click away on the guide just to see, like, what's ahead for us. I will say, by the way, there is also, I believe, Last Story. I think, like, after you beat all the 3 campaigns, all the 3 episodes, you unlock, like, a, Okay. I'll homing attack it repeatedly. Nothing so far is working. Okay, you know what? That's Mephiles' health bar. That's not the Shadow guy's health bar. Worth noting. Why is there another one? Why are there 2 other ones? Okay, okay. This boss fight seems like it's going to be annoying. I think we're killing them, though. I think that's their I'm in the middle of dying animation. Maybe we just have to get, like, get the meter full so we can do super moves. And then we can, deal with Mephiles. Probably going to be it, isn't it? I'll say, after Silver Campaign, I do think we should take less of a break than between Sonic, Sonic and Shadow, Shadow and Silver. I think that'll be a one-stream affair, the last story, so, you know, we should, Should I be using my ability now? I think we'll do, like, a quick playthrough. You know, like something we can do in one stream. Like, say, for instance, I wanted to do Shadow Complex for a bit. Is that a game you can do in about 4 or 5 hours? I think it might be. A pretty fast Metroidvania-ass game. Okay, yeah, turning into our special mode makes it so that Mephiles comes out, and then we can kick him in the balls a bunch of times. Where did he go? There he go. Alright, we're halfway. His health is half. Is this it? Is that all? We got him like halfway done. Like immediately. Oh, he's doing like shadow clones and stuff. How do I know which one is the real Mephiles? There we go, we're kicking his ass. Oh, we can follow the trail. The path there was all janky and shitty. It didn't let me go all the way up. Yeah, no, it didn't give me any hype there randomly. Okay, we're all out of juice. So now it's time to repeat that whole cycle so that we can get finishing blow on him. Okay. Kind of annoying. When are you going to bring up your shadow guys? Do I have to, like, punch you a bunch before you bring out your shadow guys again? Let's do it. Let me charge up. Here they come.
Drown in darkness.
The collect ring sound effect sounds weirdly fucking low. There we go. There's one dead. There's the second. Nope. Okay. There's the second. I need that. Definitely don't want to die, but you know, at this point, this battle's been pretty easy. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to take a death here and have to repeat this over again. I'd prefer not to, though. There we go. Pick my rings, my friends. Also, didn't I kill someone? Why didn't I get there? His meter juice. Okay, give me that meter juice, and now we're ready to go. Here comes Mephiles. Yeah, this is fucking homing attack shit. The chain homing attack is so unreliable. It just doesn't choose a target half the time. A second target, and just also doesn't give you the height that a normal homing attack do. Great. Maybe I should wait until he's all done. Seems like a shitty theory. Okay, he's all done now. It doesn't work! It's a shitty... Fuck you! Okay. Get the last hit. We're going to have to do this fucking thing all over again. Fucking fuck. In theory, we should be able to do this in one phase, but fucking... This dude does not want to cooperate. And, like, the fucking game is so fucking shit that, like, you can't follow a homing path reliably. Well, at least not when you're Super Saiyan. Or whatever the hell this super mode is. And you have to be Super Saiyan to do this boss fight to, like, get to that phase. So you can't... It doesn't fucking work. This is some real horse shit for the last couple of minutes of the game. But, honestly, we definitely had worse to deal with in the Sonic campaign. This is still fairly reasonable compared to, you know, going through a whole 10-20 minute level and then just being flung into a forced movement part where death is just instant and you can't fucking help it. Why does Shadow not get any height off of the homing attack half the time? Oh, fuck you! I got up there, and also the last ring is gone, so that's fun. At this point, you know what? We probably should just die and start over. Like, there's no point to continuing with this. No rings. We're restarting anyway.
You need to do something. Otherwise, he can do whatever he wants.
You should be able to get rid of these shadows with your chaos boost.
That's not the problem, you two. I don't know why they do their explanation of what you're supposed to do only on the second time. It just seems like an issue with this game. It's like, oh, the tutorial text doesn't work on first encounter. It almost seems like an intentional thing, except it's totally not. I feel like there's been several other boss fights with exactly that. Yeah, this was their first line. Scan indicates that you can destroy the guys. Also, we didn't get any meter juice for that first one. Maybe we have to, like, stand in their wake. Not run out to the next. Okay, get the meter juice. Very important. Then punch that guy. More meter juice to be had over here. That guy did not put his eye, his vulnerable eye, in a place where I could hit it. Maybe it's the head, specifically, that's vulnerable. If we wanted to go back to town and get upgrades, would we have to, like, go back to a previous save? I wonder how the hell that, works practically, because we're, like, we saved, we're in this boss fight now. But, like, is there an upgrade we should have had to make that part work good? Wouldn't be surprised, you know. That'd be bullshit, but it's not, quite so, it would make sense. You know, the camera's kind of focusing on the main dude. So, like, you can tell which one's the main dude that way. So, yeah, we can get to this point in one. Maybe I have to release the button to get a jump. And if I hold the button, I don't get a jump. You know? That seems like actually what happens. Okay, I figured it out! You release the button, and if you don't, you fall impotently to your fucking demise. Over and over again. That's the trick to beating that guy. You have to overcome the fucking physics.
I am invincible.
Or the fucking... how Sonic Shadows, like, moveset works.
Yes.
I think that's it. The game's over. I think that must have been an A. We did pretty good. We did it on our first time round. Like, what could be wrong with that? I mean, we only had 3 rings. Suppose taking a hit must have taken our score down a bit. No, A is right. Okay. That's all right. I don't care. I really don't care. Imagine having to get all the S's or something. I think you might have to for achievements if you're like an achievement person, which, you know, they were brand new at the time. People were. I am super duper not, and was never even at the time really that much an achievement hunter. The game's over. Shadow episode is over. This is the ending. Mephiles is turning into goop. And we're going to imprison him. And then we're going to get imprisoned? I don't know how that happens, why that happens, but I think apparently that's something that's going to happen and probably makes sense when it's time to do the last story down the line. Shadow, I feel like there's no reason why anyone would imprison you after this game. You did nothing but good things. You didn't do evil things. Like in Sonic Adventure 2, you were doing evil things the whole game, and then at the end, everyone was cool because you were good at the end. Like, this game, there's no reason why anyone would want to, imprison you.
What may have worked 10 years ago no longer does.
Are we sure that Gamma is going to imprison me in the future? Are we sure about that? This is the end, though. This is not, what is this cutscene? I guess we're just defeated. Yeah, Shadow needs some better PR if, like, the world turns against him after this. Like, this was not a bad performance from him.
Now that you cannot hope to stop me with your limited power.
So you say.
It's futile. The world will betray you. Why fight at all? Why risk your life for those who will persecute you later?
If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
You should just hire someone that will... Did he just take off, like, weighted... Why did he do that? Why did you do that, Shadow? Why didn't you do that in the first place if he was being held back by his ankles, his wristbands? Okay. You know, Shadow, I really don't think you're gonna have a problem after this game. You're pretty much working with the United States government the whole time. Mind you, or like the government, whoever the president... What country is the president president of in the world of Sonic the Hedgehog, in the world of Shadow the Hedgehog, previous game? I don't know, but like, Rogue is like an American agent in a, I guess she's like a, I mean, I guess, hey, you know, not to say that agents of the American government cannot be evil. Like, obviously at the time, this is like, the Iraq War was still going on. It had just started probably around the time of, like, you know, Sonic Adventure 2. Well, actually, no, that was the GameCube version I'm thinking of. The Dreamcast version was pre-Iraq War. But even at that point, people who weren't 10 were probably kind of aware that, like, yeah, the United States government sometimes does evil things. Huh. And, you know, Rouge is on Team Dark. But also, doesn't Sonic sometimes work with the government? Not necessarily. We're like Team Dark, but we're like edgelord Dark. We're not like, you know, doing villainy that much. There was a bit where we did work for Eggman for a minute this game. That was a weird thing to do, and also led nowhere. Shadow, I just don't think that people are going to turn against you. People are going to love you and your emo bullshit. You know, you're going to be a very popular lad, I think. Like, are there like Shadow Sonic character poll? There must be Sonic character polls. What do you want to bet the Shadow is on top? Dengeki Online has revealed its top 12 Sonic character popularity ratings. Well, that's gotta be the official. That's gotta be pretty official, huh? Some random Japanese magazine. What better ranking can you ask for? Let's see. Number 1 is Sonic. Number 2 is Shadow. Number 3 is Silver. What? What? Several voters also noted how Silver stands apart from Sonic and Shadow while feeling like a central figure in the franchise. I didn't know that Silver still existed. I thought Silver was just like relegated to the, you know, maybe he goes to the Olympics, Silver does. But like, does he appear in any other fucking games? Tails and Knuckles both follow Silver. Amy, Blaze, Metal Sonic, Cream and Cheese, Jet Espio, and Mephiles. Mephiles is top 12? The fuck? What the fuck? That's fucked up. That's weird. That's not right. Does Mephiles appear in any fucking other game? Let me see. Sonic Wiki Zone. What the fuck? Actually, he has appeared in Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Rivals 2, Sonic Generations. Both of those are cameos. Sonic Runners, Sonic Forces Speed Battle, Sonic Dash, and Sonic Dash Plus, Sonic Prime Dash, Sonic Speed Simulator, Sonic X Shadows Generations, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds cameo, Sonic Rumble Party upcoming, and in Archie Comics. Okay, so Mephiles actually has had, I guess, like, Mephiles has been part of the franchise as long as they come. I did not know that Mephiles was popular. I didn't know that Silver was popular. Okay. Okay. I was, this is the end of the game. This is credits and all that. I was going to, usually during these I give final thoughts, but that was delayed slightly by the revelation that, like, Mephiles is more popular than, like, who is, let me see, like, is more popular than, Vector. There's no Vector on this list. Vector is less popular than Mephiles. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Or like the girl the girl echidna from Sonic Adventure. Chaos. More popular than Chaos from Sonic Adventure 1. More popular than wait, Gamma's not on this list. Mephiles is more popular than Gamma? Wait, Rouge's not on this list! Mephiles is more popular than Rouge? According to a random poll of Dengeki Online. You know what? That's Dengeki Online. Let me find a different fucking poll. That can't be right. You can't be serious. Mephiles is not more popular than Rouge the fucking Bat. Come the fuck on. That's... That can't be right. Let me see. WordPress Sonic popularity poll. Okay, here's a random WordPress panel blog put out a character poll with a lot of voters. Okay, so this was a pretty big one. I don't think this one actually included Mephiles, actually, so maybe this one is not a good counterpoint. But number 1 was Sonic, number 2 was Shadow, and number 3 was Tails. That makes sense. I would think that Knuckles would be more popular than Tails, but whatever. You know what? Random Japanese voters can feel however they, I don't know. Big the Cat is less popular than Mephiles, according to random poll from the internet. Random Japanese poll. No. Anyway, final thoughts on Shadow the Hedgehog? Yeah, of Shadow the Hedgehog's portion of Sonic 06. I think that was less bad than Sonic's parts. In exchange for, like, the princess carrying gimmick and the ultra run part where you're forced to run, we instead got vehicle sections and also Shadow's 2 friends who were you know, like, not as bad. And I do think the vehicle sections were, like, not great, but they were fine. And certainly they were a lot nicer than, like, the forced running parts that tended to come at the end of levels and also tended to be, like, life-killing machines. Where, like, I would go through a 10, 20-minute level and then get to the end and it's just like, I can't stop. Bam, I'm dead. Bam, I'm dead. Bam, I'm dead. I hit a roadblock. Damn, I'm dead. I ran off a cliff. Oh, shit. You're out of lives. Game over. And that was totally fucked back in Sonic Campaign. As a result of not having those, Shadow's campaign was a lot more even. And, you know, I think the worst segment was the part where we had to play a Silver, which kind of blew. Boy, it's a concern that, like, the worst part of the Shadow campaign was Silver the Hedgehog. When we have to do Silver's campaign, eventually, that's going to be a hell of a thing. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I do think it was really egregious that they just copy and paste so many levels. Like, playing through the Sonic campaign, you know, that's your first time playing the game. You don't know how much of this stuff is going to be reused. You're just like, oh, a new original evil thing every time. Whereas, like, half the time in Shadow campaign, it's just like, oh, I've been here before. It's a level I've already beaten before. That also did help to take down some of the bullshit. That a lot of the stuff we were dealing with, we've dealt with it before. I knew what to do, or should have done. That was, I don't want to say it was nice. Actually, it was kind of shit. And it kind of just made it feel like this game is bloated. And not like bloated like, you know, previous Sonic games would be like, okay, so this is like the same archetype. And it's a different level, but you're basically going through the same levels. Like, Sonic Heroes was kind of bad insofar as, like, every campaign was exactly the same. And it was just like, here's a Ruins level. Here's two Ruins levels for you to do. They are different levels than in each campaign, but you wouldn't necessarily know them by looking because they look exactly the same. They're mostly composed of the same basic elements. They're not that different, and at least in that case, they were literally different levels. This time, they're, like, just the same level, just in a different order, or cut up differently, or with different physics, different playable characters that play different. I think as a playable character, Shadow is, like, okay. His gimmick where he can multi-hit enemies is pretty interesting. Or at the very least, it also cuts down on something that's annoying about this game, which is that the combat is shit. And that a lot of enemies are just damage sponges, where you have to hit them like 5 times before they die. At least Shadow can hit them 5 times before he bounces off, which is pretty convenient, pretty nice. And I think this campaign was the best of the 3. If you know, arguably the best campaign of the 3. Probably. It's probably the best campaign of the 3, honestly. And, you know, for that, we should be grateful. I still didn't like it. It was still mostly annoying. And, I am not looking forward to playing more. Rouge was okay. We eventually got used to her. Punchy Man Gamma was, not as good as Rouge, but whatever. I'm surprised that Mephiles... I'm still shocked that Mephiles ranked above Rouge the Bat, Vector, Big the Cat. That's crazy. That's insane. No human would put Mephiles over Big the Cat, right? Come on. What the fuck? Big the Cat. He yells Froggy. He's a fun guy. How can you say that? How can you have that opinion? Honestly. How can enough people to get to the number 12 slot have that opinion? Fans of some Japanese website or magazine, whatever the hell did that, whoever the hell did that poll. There must be a better poll out there. There gotta be a better poll out there, right? I cannot believe that Mephiles would rank. That still drives me insane. Anyway, it's going to be a while before we get back to do more it's going to be a while before we do the silver episode. Currently, if we look at the calendar, my plan is to, I'm going to become big, by the way, because we're done and all. I will say my current plan, what I'm looking to do is I'm going to, my current plan, what I'm looking to do is to, my current plan, what I'm looking to do is to, I did remember to, good, I was just thinking for a second, did I remember to make the Sonic the Hedgehog on the YouTube public? Good, I did. Anyway, the plan is for Silver Campaign, we're gonna play another playthrough in between that and going to Silver, and also, I'm gonna be out next week at Cedar Point, and the week after, I'm going to prioritize doing viewer levels sooner rather than later because it's the main stream of the week, and also, you know, and basically the next playthrough is going to be in 3 weeks. It's going to be Titanfall 2, and after that we will return with Silver's campaign. I think we'll do something smaller in between Silver's campaign and Last Story. Maybe like 1 week gap, and maybe play something that I can do in one stream in between Last Story and Silver campaign. We'll see all of that in a month or so, whenever, however, you know, it's gonna be a bit. I am glad to have gotten this behind me, to have finished this. This is the second last stream of this week, and after that, after Friday, I'll say right now, here's the schedule. So yeah, no, the last stream of the week will be on Friday. I'm gonna have a couple days now in the middle of the week to pack and prepare for my Cedar Point trip on Sunday. After that Friday stream, I'm gonna be away for a whole week, and when I return, there will be some Mario Maker viewer levels on Tuesday, wherein I will tell you about the trip, as I am wont to do, and you know, share photos and all that. Then I'll be doing a Twilight Princess randomizer like the Friday after that, and then Titanfall in 3 weeks' time as like the next playthrough. I'm looking forward to playing a good game, a great game, a fantastic game for a change, and Titanfall 2 is that. And whenever I finish with that, we'll be right back with the Silver episode, which, considering how suck-ass Silver was the previous 2 campaigns, the couple of times we had to play with them, oh boy, that's probably going to be the worst part. That's probably going to be the worst campaign, isn't it? That's all what's scheduled right now. That's all that I know for sure what's coming. I will say probably will be something else like towards the end of the month. I put in a TBD there because I don't know quite when I want it scheduled there yet. I'll decide in 3 weeks what goes in that time slot, and we don't have to worry about that for now. Anyway, folks, that's it for tonight. I'll see you on Friday for the last stream before I go on vacation. The Mario Maker viewer levels, the normal main event of the week, at least on this channel anyway. Let me send Twitch people out somewhere, and then we will end the stream. Let me see who can I send you to right now who is cool and good. Looking for something nice. Let's go with there's a lot of people streaming right now. It's Monday, it's not too late. This was a really short stream that just this went over just over 2 hours. Damn. Should have saved a little bit more of this campaign and went less long last time. I think last time we only went like 4 or 5 hours though, so it wasn't like a huge stream. It just we were a little bit too safe. Could have had a longer stream tonight if we had saved a little bit more. I see some Link to the Past from Snowbeef. I'll send you over there, why not? Sure, Link to the Past is cool. That's a good game. Played through it again recently. It was a lot of fun. I think Link to the Past is great now. I can see why people think it's their favorite game of all time, or people say that. I can see the appeal now more clearly that I had a really good playthrough with it on it. That's gonna do it, folks. I'll see y'all next time. I'll see y'all on yeah, that's gonna do it, folks. I'll see y'all on Friday for the final stream before I go to Cedar Point / Kings Island. That'll be good. That'll be probably a longer stream than the last two, if history is any indication. It'll probably be a long one and a good one to ring out the to be the last stream before a week-long vacation. I'll be back after that vacation and plenty in the future. Many more streams to come as time goes on, but for now, I'll see you on Friday, and that'll be it for a time. A week. A week is the time. Give your love to the VOD, also to the short form content, and I will see y'all on Friday. Good night, folks.